How's it going, everyone? So we're here for this week's skin previews, and we're checking out the Finish Line SMG by FREDDY. And as you can see, there's a very girly looking snail, I guess is the way to put it, flaming down through the speedway and about to cross that race line there. It's got all sorts of little race features to it. It's a really cool graffiti model, and let's say good job this week, FREDDY. Looks pretty nice. Next up, we've got the MIDAS chopper from Deltap, and as you would expect, it is a gold kind of shiny looking skin. Now, it doesn't glow. It almost looks like it would, but it doesn't. It just has a nice shimmer to it. You can take a look at it in your hand here, and it kind of looks like it starts out as a normal rock that's just bursting open into this sweet goldenness that is ready to help you on at the start of your new wipe. And almost forgot to take a look at the back of this gun, which would have been a shame because it has this really cool gas gauge on the back, which just looks really neat. So it's a little detail that it would have been a shame to not show off. As you can see there too, the sights are painted orange. It's not glow sight or anything, but it's definitely a nice little look. Well done. Next up is the Marauder from Little Ranger, and I'm usually someone who really loves the whole like shark face thing going on, but this one just looks odd. It doesn't feel like it fits right. It almost looks backwards, but it's not. I know it's supposed to be kind of like the teeth behind the eye and everything, but yeah, it looks a little bit weird. Altogether though, it is a nice skin, and it's got kind of that same like medieval feel that a lot of Ranger stuff has. But this one seems like it's a little confused. Is it trying to be a World War II bombshell or bomber, or is it trying to be like a medieval crossbow? So this one, you know, I give this one a little bit lower rating than I normally would for stuff. Not really one of the particular great ones this week, unfortunately. Sorry about that, Ranger, just my personal feedback. From Jensen this week, we have the Angry Crocodile, which is kind of this like golden kind of... I feel like it has like a jungly, temple-y, something Indiana Jones would be trying to get off of a rock vibe to it. It's got some nice little kind of like almost dark purples with that green and gold, and this is actually a really nice looking sap. You can see the gator pretty decently from the sight in your hands, and once you pull it up here, you've got a nice little design to go along with it. It kind of just has that nice mossy temple feel. It's been done really well. I like this sap skin. Next up, we've got the emergency exit door from Tony. And this garage door pretty much, I don't know, to me, it looks like it's supposed to be an emergency exit door to a airplane, maybe? I'm not sure if I'm wrong. I mean, airplanes don't really have double windows like that. But I don't know, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting off of it. It looks like a really pieced together, like, hangar kind of vibe to it going on. Spare airplane parts. So, it's pretty neat looking. You cannot see through it, even though it has windows. So, this won't let people peer into your base, as some of the other ones do. But it still has a little window look to it, so it can give the aesthetic, which is kind of nice. This week from Tony, we also have the Saboteur rifle for the SAR, and this is a really nice, clean-looking skin. If you're looking for the skins that look like it's a well-taken-care-of rifle, just put together nicely out of really newer parts or shined, or at the very least, you know, someone's taken the effort to keep this thing nice and clean. And that's the kind of skin this one is. It's always nice to see a few of those when they come through, if they're nice looking ones, which this one definitely is. It's got a nice kind of army green. There's some brass and some darker grays and blacks, and with a nice highlight of red in there. And it's really nice looking skin. So if you're looking for a new SAR skin, I'd recommend checking this one out. This week, Vitalik brings us a strange little water pipe, and it is the Twisted Pipe. And it's just different. It's a different mix of colors that you don't normally see. You can see there's a blue and purple to it, and it's got kind of like a graffiti-ish looking handle to it, and it's quite unique, and it's very different from a lot of the other water pipe skins. So if you've ever been looking for something that's kind of different, more unique, doesn't really look like a lot of the water pipes, this one's definitely a really cool little combination of colors. Next up, the Blind Murder LR skin from Tony, and this thing just kind of looks like what you would expect in Rust. Looks like someone took a military-grade rifle. It's been used up quite a bit. It's got some dirt and grime. The color's kind of fading in certain places. And then they took some nice white paint to it and did their own thing to it. And I really like it. It looks great. When you hold it in your hand, you've got, you know, a couple different little color vibes to it that look great. hold up here, you've got the little drawing that stays. The paint's dripped. You can tell just someone kind of just did a fast and dirty job on it. It looks like something that belongs in a bandit's hands, honestly. And it's a great job. I love this skin. Next up, we've got a new armor door skin, and this one is crazy weird, and it just fits in with that crazy weird of Rust. It's got the whole Cobalt space station look to it, and remember, trust. It's like switched to never, but it's switched around, so never trust. It's nice. And then when you flip, wow, I developed a lisp suddenly. When you flip around, you got a little face on the slit that opens up, and when said slit opens up and someone's looking through, they are now the astronaut, which is kind of cool. So it's a very unique door, and it's pretty cool. I like it. So great job, Vase, as usual. Very creative. If you guys remember the Metal Hunter set, well, here is the road sign, or not road sign, but well, coffee can version of it. I believe there was a metal face mask and then a full road sign set minus a helmet. So here's the helmet. And as you can expect, you know, it matches the rest of it, looks great, and you can now finally complete that set out. Next up, we've got the WYRM AK, and this matches a box that got accepted a little while back, and it's just got this kind of crazy detail to it, and it's a dragon. So, you know, there you go. You got the dragon. It's sticking out right there. It's got this crazy amount of detail to it. Looks quite nice. We'll go ahead and pop off here and take a look at the gun from the other side. Can we zoom out and zoom in without it being weird? Nope, it's going to be weird regardless. Okay. Well, let's fly back over here, because I believe... Can we see the dragon sight? Nope, that is flipped around. Well, you guys saw it pretty much in the hand here. It's got this sweet-looking dragon on the side of it, and it's a really neat skin, so... It doesn't really fit with Rust, but it's unique enough to where you could believe, you know, maybe this was someone's collector's piece and it was found in a random bunker somewhere. So, I don't know. But altogether, really well done. Next up, we've got the Mad set from Little Ranger, and again, I'm a little confused as to why it's called Mad, because it's, I don't know, it doesn't really give me a Mad vibe. But it is a really detailed looking set of road sign coffee can, and it has that kind of like wooden look to it. So we already have a skin that looks really similar to this. It's just, it was made out of mostly just wood, where this has some like metal accents and others. So I mean, it's different enough looking, but I'm not sure if I would say it was different enough to include this soon after the previous set that had existed. But I mean, when you take a look at, you know, the chest piece here, you see there's a lot more detail to it. There's like a little rainbow and some other stuff painted on. But, you know, then it has that same thing, like caution, you know, box face this way kind of look to it. So I don't know if the metal pieces are quite enough to make it seem that different from the other set that existed. And I do have to say the road sign pants are very, very different. They do not look at all like the previous set I've been speaking of. It's almost all metal. It just got the one little wooden panel here. So I don't know, I'll leave it up to you guys to decide if you think it's different enough. In my opinion, it wasn't really quite different enough. Sorry to feel like I'm ganging up on you, Ranger, but yeah, I wasn't exactly impressed too much with this set this week, just because the similarities are a little too much. But at the same time, it's hard because, you know, it's kind of hard not to make things similar eventually when there's been so many skins released. So I don't know. You guys sound off down in the comments below and let me know how you feel about this set. But that should cover it. We've got our 14 new skins this week, as you see here. Tell me down in the comments below which ones you liked, why, and why not you may have liked some of them. Tell me which ones you picked up, and I hope this video, as always, has helped you with deciding which skins you want to get this week. We'll be back next week with those skins, and stay tuned for today's update video, which should be out later today, shortly after the devlog itself. So, we'll see you then, guys. Thanks for watching.